Hi guys, welcome back to Geeks Wargaming and welcome to our latest 40k battle report. And today we're being joined back on the channel by Mr. Edward Barfield. Welcome back.
I'm back.
He is back. Yay! Today Ed has brought his
Red Scorpions.
Red Scorpions,
which is cool because you can see like above you, it's a lovely Ultramarine symbol. Yay, you're playing the Ultramarines, and I've got no. That's not right.
That's probably because there isn't a Red Scorpions one on the company display where I buy these amazing posters. These are actually metal.
I'm gonna make that.
They're amazing.
It's gonna be a thing.
And yes, as Ed has just said, I am taking my Ultramarines. So myself and Ed and Matt and Robin are heading over to the Team Championships at the end of April this year, unless you're watching this video after April. And we're taking all Ultramarines and Red Scorpions to that event. So it's not, mine's not the full-on list that I'm taking. I'm still building and painting up things for it. Surprisingly. Ed, is this the full list you're taking?
It is. It's one I'm testing. I might still drop one or two things out of it. The temptation to take Assassins at the minute is quite high.
Yes, Robin is taking some of the Assassins, isn't he? So the mission that we're doing today is Cut Off the Head.
Yeah, it's an Eternal War mission from Chapter Approved. So, well, the new chapter approved.
New chapter approved.
So, yeah, that should be what they're using at the event. That's what it says in the pack.
So what have we got to do in this mission? I'm going to let you explain this.
So, yeah, for this one, you have 3 intel points to give out to your characters evenly. So you can't just all give them all to Gulliman. They've got to be spread out evenly across your characters. There is one central objective in the centre of the board. That is worth 1 victory point for the guys that are holding it. You can only hold it with characters that have an intel point. Yeah. And it's the most characters around within 3 inches of that objective. To score.
Yeah, which actually sounds quite interesting as well. So we've set the board up, and the scenery that we're using today looks amazing. So it's massive thank you to P-Works who have sent some of this out, and Iron Skull Gaming, that's the one, who painted this up for us. It looks amazing. I think this is probably one of the best battle boards that we've had on Geeks Wargaming. It looks fantastic. Line of sight blocking. Not so much.
Yeah, I mean, we need to. We could have done with some more barricades and stuff, but I think it's one of those ones that I want to see how it goes. I think once you see the battle report, I think it's a lot to get to the objective. We're going to be going straight to the second floor. Yeah. Second floor is where the objective is on the centre of it. It's a big, large kind of like central building. We've put the objective specifically rather on the second floor. That allows us to get people up. There's more line of sight blocking once you get higher up.
Yeah. Lots of walkways, lots of gangways, like 3-4 stories high terrain, and it looks amazing. And basically the way that the deployment's going to work is, I guess one of us is going to be a defender of the facility, and one of us is going to be an attacker of the facility. So I'm really, really looking forward to this. Shall we go and take a look at the armies?
So today is my Red Scorpion. So if you've seen any of the videos before, this is actually identical to every list I've ever run. So we've got Carib Cool, the Risen. We're going with a Primaris Librarian and a Primaris Lieutenant, 5-man Intercessor Squad, a second 5-man Intercessor Squad, the third Intercessor Squad, but these guys are with Stalker Rifles, a Repulsor, armed as you can see it, 2 Apothecaries, a Relic Leviathan Dreadnought with a Cyclonic Melter Lance and a Melter Fist, and 5 Assault Hellblasters. That is today's 1750.
This is my 1,750 points of Ultramarines today into HQ. I am taking a Primaris Captain with a Power Fist and a Plasma Pistol. Also taking a Standard Captain with a Power Sword and a Bolt Pistol. Into troops, I am taking a 9-man Tactical Squad, all equipped with bolters. Next troop choice, I'm taking a 5-man Intercessor Squad, just basically all coming as standard. Exactly the same loadout for my third troop choice. Into elites, I'm taking a Primarius Ancient and an Apothecary. As we move into heavy support, I'm taking a 3-man Devastator Squad. These guys have Grav and Grav amps, and they have the Hurricane Bolters. And then next, heavy support, we have a 9-man Hellblaster Squad, and we have 2 dedicated transports of Razorbacks both equipped with las cannons, and I'm also taking a Lord of War detachment with Rebute Gulliman himself. The Red Scorpions and the Ultramarines are down on the battlefield. The Ultramarines are in defence of this Manufactarum planet, all lined up, ready to face off at the Red Scorpion foes that are just on their way into the line of sight now, into the fray. The objective marker for this game is here. It's on the first floor of this big tower, slap bang in the middle of the battlefield. That is where the characters with the intel have to get to. They have to get to that point. Ed has got some nice slopes and stairs to get up into there. The Ultramarines already on some of the levels, ready to run their way across. For the Ultramarines, I put Gulliman, who is one of the intel carriers, the Apothecary, who is another one of the intel carriers, and then I've got the Ancient all at the back of the battlefield. Gulliman obviously giving that reroll bubble to the two Razorbacks, the Hellblasters and the Centurions that are all here at the moment. A lot of this is going to be out of range for the first round of combat, but we'll see how we get on. Firstly, the Intercessor squads is up on the walkway here, ready to work their way round and across, ready to defend that objective. On the other side of the platform, we have the normal tactical squad with the captain on top, looking out across the open plains, ready for some of these Red Scorpions to work their way across. And then we finally have the other Intercessor squad and the Primaris captain, who is the final member of the characters with the intel value. The Red Scorpions then making their way onto this battlefield. We have a squad of Intercessors right on the other side, hunkering down behind some of the Manufactarum pipes. We have another squad of Intercessors slap bang in the middle of the battlefield, probably ready to make their way up. And then we have the main bulk force of the Red Scorpions this side, another Intercessor squad. We have the Apothecary and we have the Librarian, who is a intel carrier. Inside the Repulsor we have the Lieutenant, who is an intel carrier. We have another Apothecary, and we have 5 Hellblasters. And then we have the Leviathan Dreadnought, and then finally we have Kuln, who is another intel carrier. So very heavy on this side of the battlefield, a little bit lighter over here. Ultramarines spread out across their defensive lines. Now the Red Scorpions did finish deploying first. Well, they deployed first anyway. So it is down to the Ultramarines to see if they can seize, which they do not. It is Red Scorpions to go first. So turn 1 movement now for the Red Scorpions. Basically everything that has come on the battlefield from this side here has moved up. The Repulsor, Kuln, the Leviathan Dreadnought, the Intercessors, the Librarian, the Apothecary, all kind of moving their way up slowly, heading towards that centre point of the objective. The other 2 units have stayed still. We've also just resolved Psychic as well, and the only thing that Ed cast was Might of Heroes on Kuln, which he passed. Ed has basically put everything into the Hellblasters, apart from the twin lads at the front, which will be going against the Razorback. Seems a little bit harsh, so we're going twin las cannons first?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 hit.
Now this might be a downside of the scenery. Disappears off underneath. So there's 1 hit. Strength 9. So wound. -3, isn't it? So it's a 6 up save for the Razorback. No. D6. A 3. Okay. 3 wounds off the Razorback. I will take that. So the last Talon now into the Hellblasters. Here we go. 2 hits. 2 very much wounded. Now they are in cover because we're counting anything on walkways and in the main building as being in cover. So it's -2. So it's 2 5-up saves needed. No, neither of them. D6 damage. Roll me a 1. There's a 5 and a 2. So there are 2 dead Hellblasters. In the rest of the shooting phase, the Repulsor's weapons rain down on the poor little Hellblasters. Another one has been killed, and that is everything in range of the repulsor, really. So the Ultramarines a little bit damaged, a little bit bruised, but something we can definitely survive. So into the movement phase for the Ultramarines. Basically what we've done is we've started to move forward a little bit. So the Intercessors and the Primaris Captain now moving their way along inside the factory, along the walkways. Hellblasters have moved up, so have the Centurions down there. Gulliman has moved up a little bit. Everything else around there has kind of stayed still. Everything in range with rerolls of that repulsor. I'm kind of hoping I can kill it, because then it might go boom and take out some of the other stuff behind it, which would be quite funny. And then finally the other Intercessor squad are now hunkered down inside the first of the outposts here, in between the walkways, ready to scoot across and up to the middle if needed, or across onto that walkway to put fire down on whatever hopefully comes out of that repulsor. First thing to shoot will be the two Razorbacks there. Shots are going down at the repulsor. I'm going to roll both of them at the same time just to make it a little bit easier. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s and 2s. Wow. Re-rolling them. So 1 miss, 1 hit. What is the toughness of the repulsor, Ed? 8, strength 9, so 3s to wound, re-rolling 1s and 2s. Probably a good thing. So 2 go through, Ed. 2 saving throws, -3. 2 6-ups needed now for Ed. He makes one of them goes through, d6 damage. Oh, just the 1. Do I re-roll that with a command point for the giggles? Yes, let's do it. Re-roll command point. What is it with these re-rolls of command points? Okay, just the 1. Do I get that command point back? No. So I'm down 1 command point, but 1 wound stripped off the repulsor. The Hellblasters are going to be the next ones to shoot. I'm not going to overcharge them. I'm going to keep them as standard shots. So 7. Re-rolling 1s and 2s. Only the 1. That hits. Now, they're only strength 7 against toughness 8. So I'm wounding on 5s, but re-rolling everything else. So there is no wounds in there. But I get the re-roll. 5 and 6s, that's a little bit better. There's 3 there, Ed. So you have 3 at -4.
No save.
No save, and it's only 1 damage, so you have another 3 wounds taken off your repulsor. Now, Ed has just remembered, because Kuln is standing right behind, they have a ignore wound on a 6, so there's 4 wounds off the repulsor so far. There's 1 6. So down to 3 wounds on the repulsor now. The Grav Centurions down here have hit the repulsor, managed to get 4 damage on it. So over to Ed for saving throws. 6-up save needed now. No, not 1. So that is another 4 damage put onto the repulsor, but we do get the 6-up from Kuln. None. So another 4 damage done.
Down to 9.
Okay, 9 left. That's okay. So at the end of the first turn, a little bit of a standoff actually. 6 wounds put onto the repulsor. Red Scorpions now obviously making their way up the battlefield. Ultramarines spreading their way out across the facility. 3 Hellblasters dead. A couple of wounds onto the 1 Razorback. It's a stalemate at the moment, but let's head into turn 2. The repulsor has come up, ready with its cargo, nice and close to that objective marker. Kuln ready to go against that objective marker as well. Other Leviathan has moved up. These guys moved up as well, Ed? Yes, they have. These 2 squads. Oh, that squad's kind of shuffled. It's done the Ed shuffle, hasn't it?
It has indeed.
Yeah, I thought it had. And those guys obviously stayed still. Might of Heroes was passed with a command point reroll on Kuln, so he's now got that as well. So let's head over to shooting.
Didn't get my point back.
And you didn't get your point back because you are obviously using Ultramarines, because you are Red Scorpions. Kuln is now within range, so he's going to be putting the fire down onto the Hellblasters. Both of us are now in the cover, so I won't be getting that benefit. So over to Kuln, and let's see what damage he can do. 12 shots, needing 3s because of movement. So 2 miss, and a cot, which becomes a miss. Excellent news. Only 9 hit. Needing...
Not that.
No. Definitely not that. That's a terrible dice roll, Ed. Only the 2 wounds now being put onto the Hellblasters. So -1, so 4 ups. 1 pass, 1 fails. So there's 1 wound on 1 guy. And then we're going to be moving over to... Oh, we have a heavy bolter as well. 2 hits. That's helpful. Where did that go? I can see 1 wound. I don't even know where the other... 1 more wound at -1. He's fine. So only the 1 wound on the Hellblasters so far. But I think the Repulsor might be shooting them. Just lost another 3 of my Hellblasters. That was down to the Psychonic Melt Lance off the Leviathan Dreadnought. That hurt. That stung quite badly. And now over to the Repulsor. So Ed, where are the shots going? I'm guessing the las cannons are against there.
So las cannons against the Razorback.
Yep.
The Trilas, I believe, is going to go against the other.
Oh, we're going against the other Razorback.
Actually, I'm going to put both of them into that one. Try and finish it off.
Okay. So let's do that then. So las cannons, lots and lots of las cannons.
So las cannons and las talon together.
Nope, they've not hit.
Oh
dear.
Shocking.
That went well. Any other shots from this thing?
Not at the Razorback.
No, are these going against the Hellblasters?
Yes, please.
I thought they might.
So it's Gatling cannon.
They've all wounded.
-1.
-1. So I've got 4 ups to make. Can I do it?
Wow.
Yes, I can. So in the rest of the shooting phase, I actually lost most of the Hellblasters from stubbers and everything else. Now, I do have 2 wounds on the Sergeant here, which is from the Fragstorm launcher. So this is -1. So I've got 2 wounds and 4...
Minus nothing.
Oh, minus nothing. So I've got 3 ups.
He's fine.
He is alive. The Primaris Marines with the Stalker Hunter have shot at my Intercessors. 1 wound. So the Ultramarines now probably slightly on the defensive. The Intercessor squad that are inside of the outpost have stepped out onto the walkway, ready to put some shots down. Centurions have moved across as well. Gulliman, Ancient and Apothecary have all gotten up. All within the 6-inch bubble of Gulliman though still, which is quite good. So I'm going to try and take out the Repulsor this turn, which Ed isn't overly bothered about. The Primaris squad that's on top of that walkway, they've moved and advanced 3 inches. So they're now just poking their way into the middle. Have that Primaris captain who has intel, so he'll be able to get on that objective soon. And the other tactical squad and the other captain have just dropped down a level. They're not doing much up there. Out of range of those Stalker patters though, which is slightly annoying, but never mind. First thing to shoot will be the first of the Razorbacks. This one at the Repulsor. 2 shots, hitting on 3s. Re-rolling. Both have hit. So wounding on 3s with a re-roll. Thank God. There we go. 2 have gone through. -3 Ed. So 2 6-up saves to make. 1 goes through, 1 doesn't. D6 damage. 6 wounds remaining. 9 wounds remaining. There's another 2 off. 2 6-ups to ignore them. No, so we are down. No. So we're down to 7. And then now I've got a choice. Do I follow the other Razorback at it, or do I fire the Grav at it? I think I'm going to fire the Grav first. So the Centurion Grav now, heavy 4, but I have moved, so I'm going to be hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s and 2s. They've all hit. That's nice. The ones that have missed, another 1. This is only strength 5 though, so I'm wounding on 5s and 6s. There's 2, but I get a reroll because of Gulliman. Try not to take the Lichen with me. Another 2 added. 4 6-ups makes the 1 of them, so 3 of them go through. A D6 damage. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 6-ups, Ed. You need to make 2 of these. You make 1 of them, so it is gone.
I think I'm going to use a command.
You're going to use a command point?
I am.
So So you get 1 of re-roll. Does he get a 6? He's slightly cocked, I will give you that. No, it doesn't. So, does he blow up? Do you want me to roll that?
Yeah.
No, he does not. But
Do get my point back. Yes, I do.
You do get your point back. So there's guys inside as well. So we have 7 guys inside. Any rolls of a 1 and they are slain. So Ed is going to roll for his own troops. Let me see some 1s. I see 1. So there is 1 Hellblaster, I'm guessing, that will be slain. The Hellblasters that have just come out of that reporter have just taken an absolute world of hurt. Intercessors, Rebute Gulliman, the Ancient and the Apothecary all have shot into them, completely and utterly wiped that squad out, which means I still have my las cannon shots still to fire. So, what do I shoot at? We have the Lieutenant on the steps, ready to run in and take that objective. So do I shoot my las cannons at him, try and kill him off, or the big scary Leviathan? I think I'm actually going to do against the Lieutenant because he's actually really quite close to that objective. He will score it next turn. So 2 shots, re-rolling because of Gulliman, thank God. Oh, only the 1 has hit though. 2's to wound. Yeah, wounded. Ed, -3 save on your Lieutenant, please, sir. No. D6 damage. How many wounds has this guy got? A bajillion. That's cocked. Brilliant. I'm actually going to command point re-roll that anyway. That's slightly better with a 5. Do I get those back? Yes, I do. So 5 wounds done on the Lieutenant. So with only 5 wounds, that Lieutenant is dead. Now, we're in turn 2, so we can score victory points now with characters with the intel holding on to that objective. There is nobody holding on to that objective, so there are no victory points scored this turn. From turn 3 onwards, we start to rack up victory points for characters that are holding on to the intel, and I've just killed 1 of Ed's. Red Scorpion's now really on the offensive. Leviathan, Dreadnought and Khorne have moved up. Khorne is within 3 inches of that objective because he's not actually there.
No, yeah, he's slightly more forward.
He is slightly more forward, but because of the barricades, he won't fit. The Apothecary has done the cowardly thing of moving off the steps and round the side. Librarian has moved forward, and so have the Intercessors and the Apothecary. These guys that were hiding behind the pipework have moved and advanced 3 inches. So they're now heading their way up into the buildings. Might of Heroes has passed, but Ed had to use a command point, which he then got back, and then he cast Smite and put 1 wound onto my Intercessors up here. So we head into shooting. I think there's going to be a world of hurt for the Ultramarines. So Ed has now started shooting in this turn. The normal Leviathan Dreadnought has fired his Melter in the Fist at my Centurions. I saved it with a 6 up. 6 up needed and I saved it. Now the Melter Lance is going against the Grav Centurions.
6 hits this time.
Yes, he's just rolled 2, 5 and a 6 for his D3 shots. So
hitting on 2s.
Yeah, there's 1-1. Okay.
Strength 9.
Toughness 5. 3 wounds, -4. I need to see some 6 ups. I see 2. So there's 1. And the damage is? 2. And they've got 3 wounds each. So one of them is alive with 1 wound. How do you feel about that?
Wounded.
You're a little bit wounded.
I am.
So what are you going to shoot now?
Nipple flamers into the Primaris.
Nipple flamers.
4 shots.
Okay.
2 wounds.
So 2 3-ups needed. Makes them both. Anything else said? What else is going to shoot? No? Nothing? No? Nothing? Nothing at all?
I think Khorne.
Khorne?
Khorne.
Sure?
Yeah.
You don't have to fire Khorne. We could just move on to the Ultramarines turn. Sure?
Yeah.
Can't tempt you.
No.
Damn it. So Khorne is going to shoot the Primaris squad that are up on the next floor.
Actually, we'll do nipple flamers first.
Oh, we're going to do nipple flamers first. So
9.
Nice, 9 shots. That's quite a lot.
Strength 5. 3s.
3s to wound.
7.
7.
At -1.
Ooh. Now, because we're both in the cover, I don't get I don't get that advantage. So -1, so 4 ups. That one's slightly cocked. That's a shame because everything else is saved. So 1 wound. There is 1 guy on 1 wound in that squad, so he now dies. Ed has just shot the heavy bolters at the same squad. 2 wounds at -1. 1 goes through, 1 doesn't. So that's 1 more on 1 wound. And then what else?
The assault cannon.
Oh, assault cannons, oh dear.
On 2s.
That's a lot of dice. Only 1 miss. Wounding on
3s.
lots of 2s and 1s, please. That'll do.
5.
5. Okay.
-1.
5 4 ups needed.
Scott.
Yeah. All good. So the end of Ed's turn 3. I'm not sure that went according to plan, did it, Ed?
No.
No. So there's not much damage done to the Ultramarines. I think it's time to start pressing forward. I think there might be a bit of a Kuln Gulliman smash up in a moment, but
So that turn on 3 points.
you do. Yeah, oh, that's a very good point, actually.
1 for the objective and 2 for my intel carriers.
Yeah, so intel carriers, Ed has 2 alive, and then Kuln is holding that objective, so that is 3 victory points to Ed. I think it's time to start racking up the victory points for the Ultramarines. Ultramarines now can smell blood, and it's Kuln's blood. So with that in mind, Gulliman, the Ancient, the Apothecary, all moved up. Razorbacks moved up. Primaris squad and the Primaris captain dropped down a level. Nice shots. Tactical squad and that captain can see the top of Kuln, so we can get the shots on. So Grav Centurions and the Intercessors here have stayed still. They're going to be putting shots down this side of the battlefield. I think Grav Centurions first into the Leviathan. I'm thinking let's do as many bolter shots and everything else into Kuln as we can. Let's try and chip off some wounds.
He's not man enough to go 1-on-1 on his own.
I'm not sure if you heard that, but if you didn't, Ed said, because I'm not man enough to take Rabute in 1-on-1 on his own. And you know what? You're right. I'm going to whittle him down as much as I can first. I might be able to get 1 Razorback shot at it, and then maybe the other one at the other Leviathan Dreadnought. If not, I might be able to get both of them at Kuln, doing hopefully lots of damage. And then we'll take Rabute into combat and kill him. That is the plan. So basically, I've shot the entire army almost at Kuln. He's taken 6 wounds. Gulliman has shot the Primaris squad and the captain. Normal Marines and captain. Ancient Apothecary have shot. The Grav guys down here shot Leviathan, and we did a bit of damage, didn't we? Kuln's on 8 wounds left. So left to shoot 2 Razorbacks and this Intercessor squad. So this Razorback can draw a line of sight on Kuln. So we're going to shoot that. 2 hits. 3s.
No. For the 19th million time. Strength what?
9.
Toughness?
9.
Thank you.
4s.
There we go.
Re-rolling. That's cocked. That's the other 2. So only the 1. -3.
4 up.
4 up invuln save.
Like a boss.
Which Ed makes. Okay, other Razorback now is going to shoot the other Leviathan. That's a reroll because of Gulliman. 2 hits. 1 wound. 2 wounds. -3.
4 ups.
1 goes through. D6. Do I want to command point reroll that? Yes, I do. Oh, it's gone to a 2.
6 up to ignore. Ignores 1.
1 goes through. Do I get that command point back? Yes, I do. Right, Intercessors left to fire. Now, choice is, do I shoot Leviathan or do I shoot Kuln? I want to shoot Kuln. I want to whittle him down as much so that Gulliman can go in and easily kill him. I don't want to lose Gulliman to Kuln. So, Intercessors against Kuln. I know you do. So, 1 more wound to put onto Kuln thanks to my Intercessors. Let's head over to the charge phase. So Ed has done this on purpose, and the way that he has positioned Kuln, which isn't there, he's actually here. It's a 8-inch charge, so I need a 7. But I've got to send Gulliman in first so that I can then spread other people around Gulliman. I need Gulliman in combat. So Overwatch,
See,
Ed.
you say I've done it on purpose. The ladder is what really saved it for
The
me.
ladder has kind of saved it in the middle. There is a ladder in the way. But yes, come on then, Overwatch. What are we shooting?
So we're going to start with it's against Guilliman, is it?
Yes, it's
So
going to be against
we'll
Roboto.
we'll start with this heavy bolter.
Heavy bolter.
So it hits twice. This heavy bolter.
Oh, here we go.
Nothing.
Excellent.
We're then going to go into the assault cannon.
Yeah, assault cannon time. Lots and lots and lots of dice, lots and lots of shots. Probably lots of sixes.
No, just the one.
Just the one.
Nothing.
No.
Ooh. Nipple flamers.
Okay.
5 shots.
Okay, can live with 5.
3 wounds.
Ooh. And this is minus nothing, I believe, or was it minus one?
Minus 1.
So it's a 3 up. Now, obviously, that's a 1 there, so I'm going to do something about that. So I'm obviously going to command point that. Still takes a wound. Do I get my command point back? No, I do not. So Guilliman is down to 8. Anything else?
No.
So Roboto then, let's do this. 7 inches needed. With a I'm going to command point one of these, obviously.
You already commanded. Oh,
Different phase, Ed. Guilliman's in. So joining Roboto in the fight is the Primaris captain with a power fist, but I'm obviously going to hit
Can't do it on his own.
with Roboto first. 6 attacks. I'm hitting with Hand of Domination as well. I was just saying to Ed, what's the point in the Hand of Domination? When do you ever use it? Apparently, now. Mainly because...
Years of abuse with Mortarion. Years of abuse.
Oh, here we go.
Look what he's doing. Look at him. Look.
Hitting on 2.
Coward.
Hitting on 2s.
Coward.
Hitting on 2s with a reroll. No reroll is needed. All 6 have hit. I'm strength 12.
Oh, that's right.
Toughness 9. 3s with a reroll. So I'm re-rolling that one. So they've all wounded, Ed. You have your 4 up invuln save. 6.
Do you know what?
He's going to get special dice now. 6 of them and 4 ups. Come on, Ed.
That's not good.
So 4 have gone through.
Yeah.
And it is 3 damage a pop. So that is 12 damage. How many has he got left?
7.
7. Now you get your 6 ups, don't you? So 12 of them. 6 ups needed. Here we go. No, I think he might be dead.
I think he is.
I think he is dead. Do you want to see if he blows up?
I do.
I thought you might somehow.
Does not.
No, he doesn't. But that is Slay the Warlord for the Ultramarines. So at the end of the turn for the Ultramarines, that was quite a good turn. 4 victory points. Basically, I have my 3 intel guys still alive. I have an extra victory point for holding on to that objective. And I get Slay the Warlord. So I actually rack up 5 victory points in that turn to Ed's 1. However, we're going to be heading into turn 4, and the closest unit for Ed is Roboto. We have a Librarian, we have Smite. I'm going to have to weather a hell of a lot of shots. I'm hoping that Roboto survives. If he does, we'll be able to consolidate down and get some action going on down there while my Primaris captain holds on to that centre ground for me. But let's head over to Ed's turn 4. So here we go, turn 4. The only things really that have moved are the intercessors up on the walkway have moved forward. And the apothecary has moved back to create a little bit of a bubble down here for the librarian. Everything else has done an Ed patented wiggle. Basically, training all guns on Roboto Guilliman. No real surprise. So we're going to film the psychic phase now. So Ed is going to cast Might of Heroes on Leviathan Dreadnought. That is slightly cocked. That has cast. So we now have Might of Heroes on Leviathan. Now obviously Khorne has died miserably in close combat to Roboto Guilliman.
After taking the firepower of 1750 points with the force.
I don't know what you're talking about. And then we're going to do Smite, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I thought you might do. Here we go. It has cast. Just. Oh, does he command point re-roll that to try and get the big one? I'm looking at Ed now. He is going to do it. Oh, do you get your command point back?
Yes.
Yes, he does. So, just normal D3 smite on Rabute. Of course it's a 3. Rapid firing now. The intercessors on the walkway. 10 shots. 2 miss. Okay. Toughness 6 Ed. So 5s.
Yeah. Just the one.
Just the one wound. It is -1. So it's a 3 up or a 3 up. He's fine. Next. Where are you going next? The other intercessor squad. Okay. That's a little bit better. So many different channel dice. Tabletop Tactics, Hellstorm, Wargaming, us. 4. Okay. That's interesting. However, I'm in cover. You are not.
Correct.
So it's a 2 up.
Oh, 2 up. Become a 3 up. Or you're normally 2 up.
I'm normally a 2 up.
So 2 up.
So that's fine. Okay, next.
Melter from the... Actually, there's nipple flamers.
Nipple flamers. Okay, here we go. How many shots? I love how you keep rolling dice underneath the scenery. It's fantastic. How many did you get on the other dice?
1.
1, okay.
3 wins.
-1.
2 ups.
So 2 ups because of coming. Yep. Like a boss.
Melter in his fist.
Hits. Great. Where did that go? That's one thing about this scenery.
It was more like sight blocking that bounced off it.
Yep.
1 wound.
Just the 1 wound. So this is a 3 up invuln save. Oh! Command point reroll? Yes. Oh, for God's sake. How much damage?
Oh, I saw it as a 6. 3. I'll take 3.
So Gulliman's down to 2 wounds now.
Cyclonic Melterland.
Yes.
2d3.
Oh dear.
Strength 9, these ones.
Yeah. 3 wounds.
3 -4.
So 3 ups.
Oh, I can then knock 1 at a time, mate.
Like a boss.
So you've got 2 wounds left, eh?
He does only have 2 wounds left. He's slightly battered, his old Rabute. What else you got? Ed is going to charge Rabute Gulliman with the Leviathan Dreadnought because of the steps that are there. He can do it. So, 6 rapid firing shots. There's 1, but we get to reroll. Still just the 1. Strength 6.
Toughness 9. Minus.
-1.
Nope.
Nope. 2 damage. So how many has he got left?
8.
Ooh, dear me. So, does he make the charge?
Yeah.
Yes, he does. The other dice is somewhere. So the captain with the Power Fist is going to heroically intervene as well, just to help out here. But it is going to be Leviathan Dreadnought to smash Rabute first. 4 attacks.
Yeah.
Hitting on...
Still top rocket, so 2s.
2s. Oh!
Command reroll 1.
Yeah, thought you might do. Oh, do you get your command point back?
No.
No, good. So, 2 hits.
Strength 16.
Toughness 6. So 2s. 2 wounds. 2 3 up invuln saves realistically now. I'm going to command point reroll that one. Oh, come on. Do I get my command point back? Yes, I do. So, 1 goes through.
Flat 4 damage.
Flat 4 damage. So, Rabute Gulliman lies down. He isn't dead just yet. And now, it's time to hit the Leviathan with a Power Fist. 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. No reroll, because Rabute is taking a nap. Hitting on 3s. That's good. I like that. I become Strength 8.
Toughness 9.
Toughness 9, so 5s. 2 wounds at -3.
4 ups. Oh.
Both of them go through. D3 damage. Yes.
Needs one too.
6. The Leviathan Dreadnought is almost done. 2 wounds left. Does Rabute Gulliman stand up? Yes, he does. How many wounds does he get back? 5. I'll take that. So for the Ultramarines movement phase, the Centurions have moved up, the 2 Razorbacks have moved up as well. They're going to be slightly out of Rabute's bubble. The other one is actually right underneath that piece of scenery. He will get the reroll. The Ancient and the Apothecary have moved up. I've moved them up because the Apothecary is now within 3 inches of the Intercessor squad, who are looking out through that window at the guys with the Stalker bolters over there. So I'll be able to shoot them and be able to put a wound back on, hopefully. The other Marines have moved up, the Sergeant and some of the other squad members are there. Next turn, be able to move across this side, put fire down. So we're going to do lots of shooting. The other Intercessor squad has stayed still. So, shooting wise, let's do what we can. Let's do the damage we can. And let's move over to Assault. So I actually made a mistake. What I should have done is pulled Rabute Gulliman and the captain out of combat so I could shoot the Leviathan Dreadnought. That's my own stupidity. I failed to put a wound back onto the Intercessor squad on inside the building as well, but they managed to kill or wound one of the Stalker Patters on the top of the building over there. One was then killed off with fire from the las cannons underneath. But because the closest target was Leviathan Dreadnought, even though it was locked in combat, I couldn't shoot the characters. That's where my mistake came in. Everything else is shot across here. We've now had 1 dead Intercessor from this squad, and we've wiped out the other squad as well. We're going to be heading over into combat to see if I can kill off this Leviathan. I even shot the captain's plasma pistol in combat to see if I could kill him off. Failed miserably. So let's head over to combat. Let's see if Rabute can finish him off. So, Hand of Domination. 6 attacks. Hitting on 2s. All have hit. I become strength 12. Toughness is toughness 9. So 3s with a reroll. They've all gone through, Ed. 6 invuln saves to make 6 4-ups.
Like a boss.
That's not like a boss, is it?
No.
No, it's not, is it? Does he blow up?
Come on, Bob. On a 5 or 6. No.
No, he doesn't blow up, but that's the Leviathan dead. Happy days. I'm quite happy about that. As we head over to Ed's turn, let's clock up the victory point. So I have my 3 guys still remaining, and I hold on to that objective. So that's another 4 victory points racked up for the Ultramarines. So all that's moved in Ed's phase is the Librarian and the Apothecary have stepped up. You have managed to recreate one of your Primaris Marines from the dead with your other Apothecary. So it's over to the Psychic phase. Where are we going, Ed?
Smite on Gulliman.
Thought that might be the case. Please don't pass it. Passed it. It's only the normal one. D3. Oh.
I think I'm going to go for it. Spend a command point.
You're going to command point?
Oh,
no, you can't.
It's only a 6.
It's only a 6. But that's a 10. Don't you need 11 or 12 to get the super say on?
I think it's only 10, isn't it?
So sensibly, Ed has decided not to send a command point trying to get a 6, but D3, 2. So I'm down to 3 wounds remaining on Rabute Gulliman. And then anything else? Might of Heroes?
Might of Heroes on himself.
On himself.
Yes.
Yeah, passive. So the Librarian now has Might of Heroes on him. And 2 wounds remaining on Rabute. Intercessors shooting at Rabute. 2 miss. Okay.
1.
Just the 1 wound. It's a -1, so it is a 3 up. Fine. Next.
That's it. I've finished Gulliman.
That is it, isn't it? Anything? What else is shooting? So your Stalker guys on the top are going to shoot down at the tactical squad on top. A little bit harsh.
Can't see it.
No, you can't see the others. Good shooting, Tex.
Oh, I mean.
So I'm in cover, so it's just a 3-up save. He's fine. Happy days. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Any assault?
The Librarian's going to give it a go.
Oh, the Librarian's going to go in against Rabute. So let me get my Overwatch dice. 6 dice. Needing 6s. Okay, there's none. But I do get to re-roll that. 1. We have 1. Wounded. -1. Yeah, saves it. So, come on then, Ed. What do you need? A 6. Beep, 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 beep.
Command point it.
Oh, he's going to command point. He's in. So I'm going to heroically intervene again with the sergeant because I can, basically.
Do I get my point back?
Nope. So down a command point. 5 attacks now, hitting on 3s. Well, he's slightly cocked. 2 miss, 3 hits. Okay.
Strength 5.
Toughness 6.
5s.
2 of them.
-3.
Damn it. So it's 2 3 ups needed. Oh god. So 1 is made. So I'm going to command point reroll that one. Yes! Rebute is alive. Right, let's kill a librarian. So this time I'm going to use the Emperor's Sword. So I'm hitting on 2s with the reroll. They've all hit. So I become strength 8 against toughness
5.
So 3s to wound you. Any 6s with this become mortal wounds as well. So no mortal wounds, but these are rerolls. Still no mortal wounds, but there are 6 wounds, Ed, at -4. So does he have an invuln save, I suppose, is the ultimate question.
He does not.
He does not. It is 3 damage a pop.
He'd be dead.
He'd be very dead. So at the end of Ed's turn 5, that is the last man carrying intel killed. There is nobody left on the Red Scorpions front carrying on that intel. So that's quite nice. Let's see how much more damage the Ultramarines can do. Let's try and clear up this battlefield. So the Tactical Marines on top have all now taken their positions to shoot down inside the building. The Apothecary has stepped round, the Ancient has stayed still. The Primaris Captain is holding on to that objective. Closest target is that Apothecary though, so I'll be able to shoot him with a plasma pistol. Intercessors, Grav Centurions and the 2 Razorbacks have all stayed still. Rebute moved across the bridge. He's eyeing up these Intercessors here. So let's see how much we can kill off. So this Apothecary's been doing me, to be honest, doing my head in a little bit. I've taken a couple of wounds off. He's still alive with 2. So what I've done, the Grav Centurions, I've split fire. The Hurricane Bolters are going against him, and then the Grav Amps will go up against these guys here. So 15 wounds done on this Apothecary, and Ed decided to roll them one at a time because he's irritating like that. There's 1 wound. There's 2 wounds.
Doesn't matter. Still rolling.
3 wounds. 4 wounds. He's dead. He's dead, Ed. He's definitely dead. He's dead, Dave.
He was
Everyone's dead, Dave. Dave, everyone's dead. Apothecary dead. Right. Grav Amps from the Grav Centurions up against the Intercessors. Thanks to the Grav Amps, I've just killed 3 of them off. So Rebute Gulliman's now going to shoot at that remaining 2-man squad. So let's see if I can kill them off. Hitting on 2s now with a reroll. Strength 6. So 3s to wound. All have wounded, Ed. So you've got 6 wounds at -1. Oh dear. 2 damage a pop as well.
That's everyone dead.
So that's that squad dead. That's good. So let's shoot. This is a little bit of overkill. Let's shoot these last cannons at that Apothecary. 1 hit, 1 miss because he has moved. No, they stayed still. Yeah, so they both hit. 2s. So they're both wounded. They're -3. Ed's just going to take the miniature off. And then the other Razorback is going to fire at the squad on top of that building. Not moved as well. They've both hit. They've both wounded. This, yeah. Technically it's a 5 up because you're in cover. So 1 has saved, 1 has not. D6 damage. 2. 1 more guy dead. That was a really good round for the Ultramarines. Lots of stuff dead. All that Ed has left is 3 Intercessors on top of that building of the back of the battlefield. So with that, Ed has decided to call it. It is a victory for the Ultramarines. 13 victory points to 4 at the end of my last turn, getting another 4 victory points because of the guys with the intel and holding on to that objective really did me favours. That was a fantastic game. Let's head over to the post-game review. Hi guys, welcome to the post-game review. That was a good fun game.
Fun.
For me. 13 victory points to 4. That was... I was going to say that actually sounds quite one-sided, but it probably wasn't up until the last turn and a bit, I'd say.
No, it was one-sided from turn 3.
Yeah, I'd say turn 3.
Yeah, turn 3 was the deciding factor. I had a great plan. Pull Gulliman in, and then wait for him to get smashed by Kuhl. And in the event that Rich doesn't have the entire army shoot at him, and then charge in, not on his own but with somebody else. Of course, remembering to use that wonderful stratagem, only in death,
which you did forget.
So I could then attack and then kill him. So obviously Gulliman would charge in. He will then get to strike first. Oh dear, Cullen dies. I can then trigger it.
But you'd have laid Gulliman down. He'd have stood back up again.
But then what happened the turn after?
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot only in death.
You did.
I forgot all of my stratagems. I left them in the tub. And I was like, yeah. I even forgot my wonderful intercessors at the back. I'm like, yeah, Cullen's going to keep laying down fire. No, the turn after, so mortified by the death of Cullen, just completely forgot about him. Just kept shooting, and after the turn went, oh yeah, they didn't fire, did they?
Well, to be honest, I don't think I used a stratagem in that either.
Other than just, everything fire at stuff. And then...
So... Rabute Gulliman is famous for his codex and his superior tactics, and that was a superior tactic. Why would you take your warlord into a fully unhurt dreadnought? You would whittle it down as much as that you could, so the kill would be easier.
For the people that have been watching the channel for a while, I used to take masses of stick for leaving my Heresy Mortarion in a Spartan, protected, so I could then attack down. Because why would you, go against a fully unwounded something? Wait, what was that? Years of being heckled all the time. Just keep going, coward. And then it's I can't save him on his own. First, it's just shoot everything at this guy. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, because he's obviously the superior guy. No,
it wasn't in the transport. But yes,
you don't own it.
Yes, that is true. If you was wondering about cover saves and things like that with the scenery, we spoke about this before the game.
Yeah, so it's a big thing. So obviously, normally you would only count the actual main buildings themselves, the walkways. Normally wouldn't count for cover, but because the way the board was set up, there wasn't any cover at all on the lower level of any building.
It's not very line of sight blocking, is it? It's a fantastic piece of scenery.
The thing is,
it is and it isn't.
Because I think things like the way the scenery's been built it doesn't have any line of sight blocking on the lower floor. But this is intentional because what we originally designed this for is when we actually go and start playing Necromunda.
Yeah.
But you got so excited that you just wanted to use it straight away.
Because it looks nice.
But because we didn't have any barricades or anything to block off that lower line, it made it really difficult to gain any cover.
Yeah.
So we decided to make all the walkways cover.
Yeah.
Regardless if you're inside one of the barricades or not, just the entire walkway.
Unless you was in the building with me, on the other side of the building, then we negate cover, which is what we were doing in the battle. So, but fantastic piece of scenery. Lovely. It's lovely to play on. It really, really is.
It's a shame. I'd love to get some more shots, sort of sweeping from the lower section, because obviously we do everything kind of top down. Because some of the shots going up rather than down just look incredible. So you can just have all these other walkways.
It's great.
I think I really want to play Necromunda.
You do. You really want to play Necromunda.
But yeah, no. So the game was good. I think the turning point was turn 3. Forgetting that, it would have only probably taken Gulliman and had him lay down. But then I think you would have used him differently. Yeah,
maybe. I'd have been a bit scared, pulled him back.
Yeah, I think it was that's when the pressing kind of went down. So the next turn, the plan was obviously the next turn, Gulliman would then, if he'd Khuln had killed him, what happened would have been what I would have done had Khuln still been alive. We would have backed out and unleashed hell. But it didn't. But we tried to regroup with what figures were left, which wasn't many. think I killed a squad of Hellblasters.
You did. You killed a squad of Hellblasters and 3 normal tactical Marines.
Yeah, slightly wounded a Razorback.
But that might have been down to deployment as well, because we was using the cover rules. One of us was the attacker, one of us was the defender, and I obviously had more of the scenery on my side than you did.
Yeah, so I had to press,
work your way into it.
I had to really press in. I couldn't sit back and create a 6-inch bubble where I could just spend an entire turn shooting my entire army at one model. Oh no, wait. That was you.
If I was to lick you right now, would you taste bitter?
Oh, I would. I wouldn't actually. I taste like moral victory after all the heresy that I was ruled.
Mate, there's no moral victory here. But no, that was a really good fun game. Unit of the game, who would you have?
Colin, hands down, was... It should be librarian, but it wasn't. Colin, hands down, he took nearly what was it, about 1,500 points worth of shots?
Yeah, because you killed off me. About 1,400 points worth of shots.
And lost 3 wounds.
Okay.
3 wounds.
When you put it like that, it sounds really bad.
It did. Because that's what you did.
I know.
And yet still, I can't risk Gulliman going in on his own, best send in a captain. Shocking.
It worked. But, so, from a tournament point of view, because this is your tournament list that we're taking to the team championships.
Yes.
How do you think it fared? What would you change?
I enjoyed it. One thing I will say is, and it's never come up because I've never had a board with a lack of line of sight terrain.
But no, it's fantastic.
But for 8th, terrain is really important.
It is.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with the list. I'd probably change... I'm thinking about dropping my lieutenant. I'm not really the sort of person that sits back, creates a bubble, and shoots. That isn't how I play.
Is that another go at me? Is it?
I just can't help it.
Is that another pot?
Well, it's just the fact that obviously my Red Scorpions use the Ultramarines and everything, so it is literally like, you are showing me how Ultramarines should be done, and I'm going, no, Red Scorpions are better. I don't need a Primarch.
And then you lose.
And then I lost. But no, I think potentially I might drop the Primaris Lieutenant. I might then just free up enough points to then put in an assassin. The new rules are really good. It will give me that flexibility on the fly to be able to just drop in something, which may be beneficial. It does mean that I have to buy one of each of the assassins, paint one of each of the assassins.
That won't take long.
With work, it might do now. But yeah, it's just maybe I'm quite happy with the list. I enjoy playing it when I remember stratagems. I'm going to be putting them all out. Because I left them in the box. I literally just left them in the box. I'm like, take out the Primaris. I remember everything. It'll be fine. And you don't. You get really excited in the game.
Yeah.
And then you completely forget about everything. Like everything. Yeah. And that really cost me.
So for my Ultramarines list, this isn't the finished list yet. I think I said that in the opening bit. So the tactical squad and the normal captain, gone. They will be replaced by another squad of intercessors. The Graf Centurions performed quite well today, actually. Considering there's been a lot of... They're a bit pants in 8th. Actually, they did okay, I thought.
I shot at them once.
You did.
I literally spent the entire game going, right, sucker in Gulliman, Gulliman. And I was like, get rid of the Hellblasters, they're a big threat.
Yeah.
Did they... So they didn't actually fire it?
Hellblasters. They did. They didn't do anything. Don't want to talk about it. It's a sore point. So the Hellblasters are coming with me. The only thing I really need to add to this army, apart from the other intercessor squad, is a squad of aggressors. So the idea is big bubble with Gulliman. Lots of shots. You're going to have to come at me. Come at me, bro.
What about your Ancient?
To be honest, that's something else we did. We forgot the rules for the Ancient.
See how we said we?
Yeah, it was a royal we.
I didn't care. Didn't have one. So I was like...
Okay, I'll rephrase that. I forgot the rules for the Ancient. It's the first time I've used him.
The one thing you haven't said is the... I don't know if... what do you think? Like, Apothecary... or Ancient. Well, I have 2 Apothecaries in my army and no Ancient.
Yeah.
Where's my standing on? Which is the one? I don't know if it's worth it with your Gulliman, the way you're bubbling up.
Yeah, maybe. But then
how many points is that?
3. And then you
But is it enough to put an assassin? Will that not be more beneficial?
Maybe. And I do have an assassin. I have a Vindicare assassin painted up, ready to go. Oh, now you got me thinking. When's the list submission?
Soon. Very soon.
Damn it. Anyway. Oh.
It's an idea.
Okay, right. Comments below. Assassin or Ancient? Which is the better one to use?
So the real poll is assassin or assassin. How quickly can I get rid of this ancient I've just been spending a few weeks painting?
Yeah, thanks for that. And
Dear White Dwarf, thank you.
He looks lovely, but yeah, thank you, White Dwarf.
But yes, Codex Ancient coming soon. But that's it. That's the only thing in your army. I mean, obviously, I'd like to play against the proper one, not your like patched together one.
Which patched together one?
This one, without the tactical.
Oh, right, you're actually in my full-on tournament list.
Yeah.
Well, you can do as soon as it's ready, and I'm sure that will be
3 days before the tournament.
Possibly. But yeah, so there will be a battle report on when against. I think let's do it. Let's get a rematch on. Let's do tournament list versus tournament list when it's complete, and whether or not I have an assassin or
Robin
an
versus
ancient.
Matt?
And then we could do Robin versus Matt, because that's the other two in the team. So yeah, really looking forward to it. But yeah, please leave a comment.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know what you think. Obviously, let us know what we got wrong. I need to remember.
Apart from Death of the Ancients and the Ancients.
What did you get wrong? You forgot your stratagem.
Stratagems are kind of key in 8th edition, but then again, I didn't use any, but I forgot the Ancient
How
rules.
paranoid I am. It's like now, as soon as it comes to that one time that I forgot about Flamers, and now every time it's like Nipple Flamers, 8 inch, there you go, yeah, it's there. That one time I forgot and thought it was like slightly more.
Yeah, you could have squished Gulliman. It's alright, he's only a Primarch.
Only a Primarch.
But thanks for... Go on, what?
He fell quite quickly.
It did fall. He's still alive.
He got back up.
With 2 wounds. That's the joys of Gulliman. So yes, thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a comment. What do you think to Ed's Red Scorpion list? Anything he can change? Assassins. And then anything I can change in mine? Assassins. But yes, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment, like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell icon so you never miss any of our content when we upload it. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.